I have too many free patterns that I've saved. I find most of my free patterns on Instagram. So I'm just scrolling through everything I saved, and it's a lot. Welcome back to my channel, and I am super excited to join you guys today. So we're not going to waste any time. Let's just get into it. So as I mentioned in my last video, I have an upcoming market that's all Pokemon themed called Poke Fiesta. It's on March 15th, and it is currently, as of recording this, it is February 25th. So I still have some time, but not too much. So I'm going to show you guys what I have currently made. So a lot of the projects, they're finished crocheted, but I still need to put the felt on the eyes, which I'm going to show you my process actually of how I go about making my felt eyes. And all you need is some felt and a Cricut machine, and I also use an iPad with the Procreate app. So it's a very simple process, but it's like not too complicated. This is the easiest way that I do it because I personally like to custom my felt, so I don't like to buy any felt patterns. I know there's a lot of people who do that and they go through a process, but I personally just like to do it because I like my own personal touch, or I like a specific way how things look. So let me show you what I've done so first, and I'm going to show you these are free patterns or bot patterns and who exactly made these. So let us see, one moment. Okay, so the first pattern I have ready, I cannot start this Pokemon themed video without actually making a Pokeball. So I absolutely love how this came out. The lines were so clean to make, just a little fuzz. So they were super clean to make. I love how these came out, and this Pokeball is so cute. Like, this is one of the, and it's like the perfect size. It perfectly fits right into your hand. So it's like a great little stress ball. I love it. So this was a free pattern by Ghost Kitty Crochet. I found this on Instagram. Very simple and easy to make. And I actually didn't time myself with this one. Oh, I'm so disappointed. I need to make another one. I only have one so far, so I want to at least have 5, the most maybe 10 for the market. So this was a free pattern, very simple to make. Like, if I had to estimate, it did take me maybe about less than 40 minutes to make, but more than 30, I guess, maybe between that range. I think that's how long it took me. Very simple, only 3 colors, and the only thing you needed to sew on was the button on the side. That was it. Super easy and simple. I totally recommend these for markets. So I need to actually put this into my calculator so I can properly price it. I've mentioned that before. I need to make a whole separate video of how that works. But like, to summarize it, you time yourself, you weigh how much yarn you use, and the calculator basically just calculates how much you should be pricing the item, giving with the materials, the polyfill, how much everything is, and even down to how long by the second it takes you to make the certain item. So it gives you a recommended price. You can bump up the price by so much percentage. You can calculate that that you added something else to it, like say if you wanted to add like a keychain to it or something, I don't know. So it's just, there's so many factors you can put into it, and even tells you if you want how much you should price it if you put it into a craft show or if you want to sell it online. So I'm hoping that it doesn't come down to like more than $10. I would love to sell these for like $8 or $10. So this is an adorable little pattern, definitely recommended. And you know, in my next Pokemon video, I will make another one and I will give you the appropriate price for this, because I do want to tell you how much I'm pricing these items for, which, give me a sec. I have like a whole little notebook here that, let me see, that I have priced my items. So the next item I have here, remember that all my items are, these items I have here, they do not have the felt on them yet. So they are not completely done. But the next item I do have here is this Mew. I love it. It's so cute. Look at that tail. Like, oh my gosh, I am in love with this Mew pattern. I have made it before. This is a free pattern. This is a free pattern. Like, this is so cute. This is by One Up Crochet, I believe. Confirming. Yes, so this is by One Up Crochet. She has a free pattern on her blog. So yeah, this is so cute. This is actually the same person that I got my Raichu pattern. You guys saw my Raichu pattern in my last video, and That raichu pattern I made a long time ago. So I think I've had him for about 5 years already. So he's been with me for a while. And I did make another Mew, and I sold him around the fall because somebody was Christmas shopping. So they bought that and a Squirtle that I made. I need to finish my Squirtle. So this was very cute. I loved how this came out. I just need to add the felt eyes. So I'm going to try to add the felt eyes, and you guys can see the process at the end of the video of what he actually looks like towards the end. But he is so cute. I love him so much. He's like one of my favorite legendaries. And let me see. So I have this notebook where I write down everything. So the how long it takes me, the times, like how much yarn I used for the weight. I'm very detailed with this stuff, you guys, so I really like this. So I just calculate everything. I didn't add the stuffing weight. I do have the calculated price for this, but so I put the stuffing weight, the total yarn weight, and the total time. So I do have this, I just didn't write it down here, but I did write it down somewhere else, so that is my fault. But yeah, so in total, actually, I didn't even see what it said. In total, it took me 3 hours, 27 minutes, and 40 seconds. So on the tag, and I'm just gonna say that it took me about 3 hours and 30 minutes. So yeah, he took quite a while, and the most time-consuming part of it was actually the tail. So like this was the most time-consuming part, and the original pattern asks you to put like a wire in here so you can move it around, but I actually like that it just like hangs like here. So like it's just a cute little thing. He's so adorable. I love him. And I used some pink Bernat yarn, like this baby pink Bernat yarn. So it asks for a size 4 acrylic yarn, and like for the original pattern, and then it also asks for a size 4 millimeter hook. So what I did is that I personally like to use like the Bernat fluffy yarn, or just like size 6 yarn. That's what I prefer to use. So I used the size 6, and then I went up in needle size, so I used a size 5 millimeter hook, and he's a pretty decent size. Like he's just bigger than my head. So I really love how this turned out. So, and I'm going to tell you right now how much he is currently priced at. When I take him to the market, he is going to be sold for $70. Because yeah, he's one of my more expensive items, but he did take me quite a while. So the sewing was actually really fun. I had made another one, like I said before, and I just need to add the felt on the eyes, and then maybe some felt on the feet, because he does have a little spot on his feet. But let's see, and let me show you my next pattern. He's falling over. So I just finished this one last night. So this is Gumi. Like this is like one of those a dragon Pokemon, I believe. So I did not time myself with this one, unfortunately, because and then I don't know what's up with me, but twice this week I was timing myself with a project, and I guess I misclicked the timer on my phone, and it just like erased everything. So I was super upset about that, but I actually want to make another one. If I can make a shiny version of this, that'd be really cool. So, but this was very simple. It just had these 2 sewing parts. I don't have any green felt. I need to buy some green felt. I'm actually going to go to Michael's later today to buy some of the green felt, so I can add the cheeks and the spots on his back, and then he takes some black felt for the eyes. So, but yeah, he was very simple. Like, look at the flat end, and like this is his front, because his mouth is like kind of the edge here. And yeah, like for those who are not comfortable with color changing, like this might be a little tricky for you, but I love him. I've actually really come to love color changing, and I actually really like how smooth the color changing is here. And this was also a free pattern. I found the free pattern on Instagram. So this free pattern I found by the Little Bunny Garden. So it's very simple, very cute, and I would definitely do this again. If I had to estimate, this took me definitely less than 2 hours, I believe. So a very simple pattern. It's like one whole piece. So like this is one whole piece, and then you just sew on these parts. It really does not take too long. Again, I will try and make another one before my next video, so I can give you the appropriate time of how long it took me to make this. Okay, so this one I am super proud of, and I made it a while ago. So I just need to put the felt on it. My next pattern here is a Chikorita. Oh my gosh, this was so fun to make. I used the Premier Basic yarn, and this it just falls over, you know, like this is so cute. Like I love how it just naturally like curls up like that. It's so nice. Very simple to actually like put all together. And again, I just need the eyes right now. So this is also a free pattern. I got it from the demigurumi.com. On their blog, they have the entire pattern for free. It's very simple. And like, I just like, this is actually also one whole piece. Like I made the legs individually. And then like when I made the belly, it crocheted along the legs. And it just went all the way up. Did I? Yeah. I think I had to cut off and then like I'm trying to remember the process, but like then it all came up together in here. And then the only thing I really sewed on was the tail. That was the only thing I really sewed on this thing. So I did follow the pattern. The only thing was is that I kind of maybe added or decreased 1 or 2 stitches when like connecting, because I found a better technique on how to like make it more seamless so you don't have to sew in like any holes that you would see when like attaching a stitch. So but at the end I just made sure I added or just subtracted a stitch when I was starting a new row. So it's just super cute. I love Chikorita. She was probably my favorite starter of the Johto region. Like I love her so much. Now let's see if I have it written down. I'm more than sure I have her pattern written down. Yes, I do. So the total time it took me to make Chikorita was 3 hours, 4 minutes, and 20 seconds. So on the tag, I'll put that it took me about 3 hours and 5 minutes to make. So yeah, so she was also took me it was quicker to make her than compared to the Mew, but I am still absolutely in love with her and I absolutely love the colors. I'm so happy that I had these colors. Like it just instantly made me think Chikorita, so I'm super proud of this one. So if I were to sell her at a craft market, according to my calculator, she should be sold for about $58. So a bit cheaper than the Mew, but still kind of expensive. So again, this took me over 3 hours to make. So I am super proud about this. Like she is absolutely amazing. Just like no seams at all. And she's very firm. Like I love her so much. I just want to cuddle with her this whole time. Like I love her. And I can't wait to what she looks like when I add the eyes. And then this is unfinished because I had to add, I really do need to add the eyes, but I am super proud of this. This is probably one of the first Pokemon patterns I really wanted to make once I signed up for this market, and I did not time myself with this one at all because I just wanted to freehand it and at least like not rush myself when I was making it, since it was my very first time making this pattern, and I had planned to make another one. I don't know if I have the time, but I'm gonna do my best. So the next pattern I have is a Milotic. Like she is gorgeous. Like I have this loose stitch here in case I need to sew something in. But yeah, look at the detail here. Like I absolutely love how the tail came out. It's absolutely like for the most beautiful Pokemon in the world. Like this is amazing. I absolutely love this. I do have like, let me see. I do have like the long antennas that are supposed to go like, I think like this. Yeah, like right here, like her long eyebrow antennas that are supposed to go on her. So I have these. I just need to stitch these on. I didn't bring any yarn with me, so I can't do that right now. But I did want to make her eyes before I actually added these on, so I wouldn't like miscalculate like where they're going to be placed at. So but I absolutely love her. She was amazing, and I even added the little gills right here on the side, the little beauty marks that she has. And I guess it wasn't even that hard to like stitch on the scales. I kind of just freehanded it, like just made it as I went. So like the trickiest part for this would probably be like this bend right here. Yeah, like it's just like when you crochet the process, it wants you to go a certain way, so it kind of curves like this. And you could actually like sew it so it's more curved in, but I actually like how it looks like this, and that this just hangs, and it actually sits pretty well just like from that, because of all the weight that's just like that it's on the legs. Like before I added the fins, it did not sit correctly, but once I added them, it was perfect. So I'm super happy with how this is turning out so far, and I can't wait to see what it looks like once I finish the eyes. So put that there. And okay, I have one more pattern to show you guys, and it's technically not a Pokemon pattern, but I got so many requests to do this pattern because I had been telling people about it. So I am super excited with this, and I can't believe how perfect this pattern came out. So wait one moment. Okay, so was kind of a two-parter right here. So I made a Yoshi. Like, I am in disbelief of how perfect he came out. Like, look at him. He's amazing. He was actually so fun to stitch together. Like, he was stitched perfectly. I can't believe it. Just like the shell, like the hardest part for me to stitch was probably the tail. Like, but like he's amazing. He was just so adorable. The cheeks, the nose. So I actually was able to finish the eyes with him because and these eyes I made myself. I went on my Procreate, I drew it out, and he is perfect. Like, look at that. I love him. I want to make all the colors now. And like the belly, it's so nice and smooth. And he also came with an egg pattern. Like, look at that. So I really like the egg. He was very nice to make. My thing is that I didn't like how bulgy the spots came out because you had to sew these on, and hers looks so seamless. But I think if I made another one in the future, I'm going to use the felt just because I like the smoothness of the egg, so it can like look just that's how I personally look at. But if you guys like this, like, then please be my guest. But I am more happy with the Yoshi. I am still in disbelief how beautiful he looks. Like, I love him so much. And this pattern was by Crochet Pink Pumpkin. So this is actually a free pattern. You can buy the PDF on Etsy, but she does have a YouTube tutorial on her channel, 2 videos actually, a part 1 and a part 2, and you can actually find the written pattern on her blog. But like, I say buy the PDF. He is definitely worth it, you guys. Like, he is absolutely adorable. I love it, and I am so happy how the eyes came out. I did use a reference for it, and I just hot glued them. Like, he's amazing. So for the Yoshi pattern, it was not tricky, but the person who made the pattern, she asked for like a size 7, like the jumbo parfait. I'm gonna put it like right here, I can't really remember, but she basically asked for a size 7 yarn, and they asked for a, let me see, they also asked for a 9 and an 8 millimeter hook. So I didn't have the 7 at the time. I personally prefer to use the Premier Basic. That is my go-to yarn that I like to use. So what I did is I actually lowered the hook size. It's because these are size 6 yarn. And whenever it asked for a 9 millimeter, I used a 7 millimeter. And whenever it asked for an 8 millimeter, I went down to a 6 millimeter. And it was perfect. Like, I did it on my first try. I'm so happy I went down by the 2 stitches because he's a perfect good little size. Like, this is a cute little size for him. And he's actually cheaper than the Mew. And I think him and the Mew are the same size. Like, let's see. Oopsie. Yeah. Like, I never really compared them, but I guess he's got a little bit more in the booty. But also he was more time consuming, mostly I think because of see the tail? Like, I have to account for everything. The tail does take some time to make because of all the stitching, but I followed the pattern. He does have more because I had to stitch on the thighs, the legs, the arms, and the ears, and the tail. So that's what I had to do for this one. And I stitched on the arms, I stitched on the belly, the legs, the tail. Actually, this one had more stitching because this one had more smaller parts. This one was also stitched on. Yeah. And the nose was stitched on too. But because, I don't know, I think because I used a bigger yarn needle, because this one I used the 7 and the 6, while the Mew, I used the 5. That one had more stitching. That one took more yarn. So that's because I was following the pattern. And that's why the Mew is currently priced at $70. But this Yoshi only took me 2 hours, 26 minutes, and 49 seconds. So this one only took me about 2.5 hours, while the Mew took me 3.5 hours. So the Mew is more expensive, even though they're around the same size. And according to my pricing calculator, he is only $50. Yes, so if you guys want this little Yoshi, he is going to be $50 if you ever find me at my markets. So yeah, I am absolutely in love with him. If you guys want to see me make all the colors, maybe I'll just do a little YouTube video like just showing off all my Yoshi colors, because like I had to make the green one because he's the most iconic. But if you guys want to see whatever colors next, then please let me know. My mom personally asked me if I can make a pink one. Pink is not my favorite color, but she just wants me to show it off because, again, I don't like to keep anything I make. I like to sell everything. And I just love the happy looks on everybody's faces whenever they buy my little items. And he sits perfectly. He sits perfectly, you guys. Like, he is just a cute little buddy to just sit there with you. Like, he is part of the family right now. But if anybody wants to adopt this little fella, take him. He's so cute. I'm like, I can't. I love him so much. Like, I'm still in disbelief of how beautiful he is. I love him. So that is currently what I have. I do have my other two patterns, and I'm going to show you those very quickly. Okay, so you probably saw this in my last video, but I also have the Raichu and I have the Pikachu. But let's talk about the Raichu first, since he's taking up most of my lap right now. So this Raichu, he is huge. I made this Raichu when I was like first getting back into crochet. So to me, I think the stitching is pretty loose. If you look at my current stitching right now, it is very tight. Like, I think I used a 4mm with this one. But this Raichu was also made by One Up Crochet. It's also a free pattern on her blog. So it's the same person who made this. Hello. Sorry about that. I actually just had a customer come in, so she kind of bombed me, but no worries. I always welcome people here. No need to get embarrassed when doing a YouTube video. So we're all good here. But back to this little guy. So this was made by One Up Crochet. And yeah, like as I was mentioning right now, that my like looking at this, my stitching is, to me, looks kind of loose, or is looser. Like, it's still a good stitch. Like, I'm not worried about anything with this one, but like what I'm basically trying to say is that my technique has really evolved, like within these last, we're in 2026. I got back into crochet during COVID, so it's been 5-6 years already. So yeah, I mean, like comparing to what I've made now, like my technique has really changed, and I am super happy about that. And I always take this guy with me to markets. I tell people he's $100. I never timed myself making him. So I really actually want to make another one, and I really want to see what like a new one would look like. So if you guys are at the markets, $100, I haven't timed myself, because if I make another one, he's probably going to be more expensive, because look how big he is. Like, I know he's worth more, but right now I am selling him for $100. So hopefully he'll find a new home at my Poke Fiesta. I'm super excited about that. And I eventually want to do like a Comic-Con, or like just one of those conventions, because those are like where the nerdy type people are. I mean, no offense, I am a nerdy person as well. I've always called myself an otaku growing up. So like, I'm just like super excited, and I know those are the type of people who are just like really willing to sell. And my Poke Fiesta is right in the middle of income tax, so people will spend their money on just like these little stuff. And the Poke Fiesta market I am going to is a free event, so if any of you are in the area, just like come and meet this little guy. So, and like his tail was also like the same process. Like, his tail is super long. Like, wow, it's super long. Again, this was the same person who made the Mew pattern. So like, he was, and this was like the first time I used like the Premier chunky, like Premier basic yarn. So like, I used that mainly for the ears and these. If I made another one, I don't think I would crochet these. I think I would put felt. But yeah, and then these here, and then the rest of his body, including the black yarn, not the yellow, was all Bernat yarn, because it was so hard for me to find like a good solid color yellow. I couldn't find yellow anywhere, and I had heard so much about the Premier Basic, so I ordered some online at the time, and yeah, he came out perfect with this. So I'm really happy about that. I also did the eyes myself. I cut these out with a Cricut, and it just came out the perfect size. So I usually measured by like how many stitches is this. So he is 1, 2, 3. Yeah, these took about 3 stitches, and then I also pinned them before I hot glue them down to make sure everything looks good. So yay, I'm super happy with him. You go down here. And last but not least, Pikachu. This is so cute. Now this was also a free pattern. So I originally found this pattern on Instagram. Very nice. This is by Tash's Crochet. I think that's how you say it. I am so sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. So they do have an Instagram, which is where I found the pattern. You can download the pattern through their Ko-Fi, but they also have an entire YouTube video on how to make this adorable little creature. So he is adorable. And I already have the tag on him because I made him a while back. And he took me about 2 hours to make. And according to my calculator, he should be sold for $40. So I know he's like, I don't know how this calculator thing works. But so $40 for him and $70 for him. So with the size difference, but if you look, there's a lot more stitching in this compared to this. So everything is priced at a process. I am not trying to like cheap you guys out or anything. Just take all your money. I put a lot of hard work into this. I put so many details. I sewed everything on. And again, I am only timing myself with crocheting. I'm not timing myself for like stitching the entire piece together. It's just, it's a really long process and everything is completely handmade. And I had so much fun making him. I always had trouble making the nose. Making the mouth. So I just ended up putting the nose because I saw somebody else had done a similar item when they had made the Pikachu pattern, and I absolutely love how it just came out. So, but if you guys think I should put the mouth, let me know in the comments and I will do that for the next video. But I personally love how he looks like this. Like, he's so cute. And then of course the eyes and the cheeks are all felted on. I did sew on the stripes on the back. You can kind of see them here, but the tail kind of covers it. And it's a boy. You can tell by the tail, it is a boy. He doesn't have the little heart-shaped cut on the back, but he is adorable and he was, I love him so much. Well, you know what? This video is actually getting pretty long. So I am going to fix those eyes. If you want to follow me on my social media, you can see what I have done. You can be updated and just see the progress of what I'm going through. But I will also be showing you the progress for these next week. So I'm really excited about this YouTube journey. My goal is to try and post a video once a week. So I'm going to try and post a video every Friday, you guys. So yeah, I'm super excited about this. I will, again, if you want to see my progress in real lifetime, I will be posting on my Instagram. So I usually try to post a reel every Wednesday, but I will be posting like regular little pictures of my progress or what I'm working on Fridays. And please let me know if you have any other recommendations of Pokemon free or paid patterns. Let me know and I will work on those and you can see my progress on my social media. I have Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. So please like and share and follow me along on my journey, okay? Because I'm super excited with this project. And I will be vlogging the experience at my actual Poke convention. So it's going to be a small little convention. So it's the very first one. I don't know how it's going to be here, but I am super excited for it. I mean, even if I wasn't a vendor, I would still head over there because it's Pokemon. So I'm super excited for this journey and I really can't wait to see you guys. I'm super excited that you guys are following my journey. I'm like freaking out over here. So I'm super excited and happy about this. But yeah, so help me catch them all. I want to get as many subscribers as I can. That was so cheesy. Thank you guys for those who have subscribed already, who have been watching my videos. I mean, this is only my second video, but it's a slow but consistent journey. I'm really dedicated to this. I'm super excited and I want you guys to be here and follow my journey with me. So please come on and check me out. Just follow my social medias and just come along with this journey. Help me catch them all. So I will see you guys at the next video. Bye.